it was like, where did you get that patent spin move from? Like, where did that start at Syracuse, or it was something that you just worked on?
It was something early. It was in high school. Now, in high school, they didn't pass the ball much. But so for me, when I used my spin move in high school, it was against run blocks.
Oh.
Because offensive tackles, you know, they had their head over their feet. So they already falling forward. So when I make a little spin move, they just fall on the ground. I make the play in the backfield. But the creativity part about it was I was a big N1 mixtape fan back at home. And I loved how the N1 mixtape dudes on offense dribbling the ball made a defensive player look silly, falling all over himself. So I wanted to bring that to the game of football.
From the defensive
side, and bring it to the game of football from a defensive perspective. You feel what I'm saying too? And
so you want to just humiliate
I wanted to make look ridiculous, dog. I wanted him to fall on his face. I wanted him to, you know, and that's what I was trying to do. So in practice one day, I was out there with some of my homeboys, and I was just messing around. You know, I was going in, and actually with my hands, I was acting like I had a basketball in my hand, like I was crossing somebody over. Right. So as I get off the ball, I'm going like this, and then I just say, okay, spin on them. And that's where it started. That started in the practice field in high school. And I never stopped doing it. And then I got blessed to have some great coaches in college let me do it because it was taught, I don't know if you know this, it was taught never turn your back to the ball. Right. That's a defensive staple. Always have your eyes on the ball. The coaches allowed me, said, you know what? You do what you do. Right. All right. As long as you make the play, I don't care.
But then, is there a difference between when you're on the right side or the left side with the spin?
Not really in the beginning, not really. I could do it both ways. Now, when my ass got older, I could only spin one way. And everybody know that. But I can only spin this way, which is left, okay? Right. But when I was younger, I could spin both ways, okay? So I go on the other side, spin inside or spin outside.
So you couldn't really game plan for Freeney.
Nah, man. But see, once you get older, you start learning more about the game. You start understanding protections.
Your body started to decline.
Yeah, and then you always say, okay, well, I can't make all the moves that I normally make. Right. You know what I'm saying, too? I can't make all the other moves. So therefore, what I got to do, be smart about it.
Yeah, you got to improvise and you got to do what's best.
Yeah.
So we got my boy Dwight Freeney here, man, Pro Football Hall of Famer. He's going through the process. Just went through the gauntlet.
Yes, sir.
Like when you went through the gauntlet and you seen all these different players, and you like what was the feeling going through that? 'Cause that's when it really hit me.
Yeah, that's really when it hits you, and you was right, 100%. You was right. It was kind of like, you know, you're gonna take all this stuff in. A lot of things gonna be thrown at you, but on Friday,
when you hit that gauntlet,
it's gonna hit you, and it really started hitting me, to be honest with you, when you're sitting on the stage and you watching all of these Hall of Famers get called out, saying who they are, what they did for the game, and they all line up. And they all out there for us.
Waiting on you.
Waiting for me. To embrace us, my class, me personally, to be part of the team, part of the family. And when you're away from the game and you can feel that feeling again, that's special. You know,
and I know it's special, especially when you got a bunch of coach representation there. Yeah. You got friends, you got family, you got everybody in the building. So when you go through the Hall of Fame, once you get notified that you're a Pro Football Hall of Famer, you got to make a decision on who's going to be your presenter.
Yeah,
of course, you know exactly who we chose and why we chose the big man, and then you followed it up. Yeah. To choose the big man. Why you chose the big man?
Honestly, it all started with him. If you're an Indianapolis Colt, it starts with him. He's the reason why I'm here. And it means so much for him because he is the horseshoe. His family is the horseshoe. So not only did he mean a lot to me, I know that us, me, you, Marv, Peyton, being in the Hall of Fame means a lot to him and his family. Yeah. So it goes both ways.
Did you go back and forth? Did you just, like with me, I knew it was like, it was no-brainer.
For me, the only person that it would have been instead of him was John Turlin. Is my D-line coach.
Okay.
He brought me up in the game. He taught me the right way to play this game. You know, he coached a lot of Hall of Famers prior to me, and that's the man that would have done it. He's no longer here. Nice. So I had to go with Jim. And
went with
Jim's
the big man. Yeah. No, that's pretty tough. But it shows how we all feel about the big man, and not only the big man, but the organization as a whole. Yeah. Because there's so many organizations out there, but time and time again, I see every player that comes to me, they say, man, I wish I had an owner like you. I wish I was a part of the Colts organization. Yeah. And that makes it stand out even more to me, because I'm on the outside looking in, you're thinking it's the same all the way around. And you played in what, 4 organizations?
More than that, 6.
6 organizations. With me and you both, yeah. I played in Arizona, you played in Arizona. I ended up at Seahawks. You went to Seahawks, you went to Atlanta,
Detroit, San Diego.
Damn, but how many years you got in?
16.
16. 16.
These knees hurt. These knees and these ankles hurt.
Yeah. So throughout the whole thing, man, I'm quite sure you would agree that it was worth it. Yeah. And then when you go, so now, okay, let's go and look at, fast forward to now. We're getting away from football. Yeah. And Dwight Freeney has accomplished all these things. What is next for Dwight Freeney?
Well, I think for me, you know, I intentionally started that family piece for me after I retired, because I wanted.
You're an old daddy.
That's okay. That's okay. But I'm an old motivated daddy.
Hey, that 50-year-old parent that's in the parking lot. Is that your granddad?
That's all right. That's all right. Hey, come over here. You know what I mean? That's me. And the thing is, I think I needed to do it that way, because I know how much I want to be in my kids' life, and I want to be a presence in their life. So I know once I retired, I needed to replace something that was a huge thing in my life, which was football. Yeah. So this was a perfect transition for me to then do that, because now I can just replace all of that energy that I put in football, now put it into my family. So that was my thought process in doing what I did.
No, that makes sense.
And it definitely, as you know, it takes everything. It takes a lot of energy. Now I know why people have kids when they're in their 20s. You got to run around with these kids. Yeah. And my kids is young, but it's a blessing. And I'm just happy that I made the decision I did.
Is that your granddad out there in the parking lot?
Yeah. That's your granddad. No, that's my daddy. I'm walking up with a cane.
Old player, Dwight Freeney, old player. But man, it's great to have you on, man. We just want to get a little bit of insight, to congratulate you, bring you on the Create Life podcast. This can't be your only time coming on here. Yeah, man, we want to keep it brief, but we got Dwight Freeney from the Indianapolis Colts, number 372, my roommate.
Yes, sir.
Hold up. Roommate. So by the time this air, the speech will have taken place, but he got a big speech tomorrow. Yes, he got a speech within 12, 13 hours.
Yes, sir.
And he's the first one. Are you going to cry?
I would definitely bet against me crying. I will not cry.
You will not cry?
I will not cry.
Dwight Freeney say he will not cry. I will not
cry. I'm going to have so much tequila in my bloodstream.
That's going to make you cry.
No, it ain't.
It's gonna
make me relax.
No, it's gonna make you start digging deep.
What we gonna see? I ain't even nothing to dig deep. It's sitting right in front of me. I just better read it.
All right, I'm gonna make a bet on air. We're gonna bet $100 that you get teary-eyed at some point during your speech.
You know what?
My hand is right here.
Teary-eyed is
my hand is right. That's
it has to. No. It has to hit your cheek.
That's the.
You gotta hit your cheek. Teary-eyed can be anything.
Look at my hand.
I can have something in my eye. It can make me teary-eyed. It gotta hit my cheek.
It's gonna be 12 o'clock. Ain't nothing going in your eye.
Hey man,
perfect condition.
The sun's sitting right there.
They got everything laid out. They got everything laid out. This weekend, they make everything perfect.
Got it.
We got a bet right now, man.
Got it.